Okay, abusuya yɛbɛmɔ bibia kwaba sonko so aba number 1 political channel POG Media so show sɛ afei ana sɛ waba obe like na subscribe na afei so no what my share dwumadi no ama fofo so sa atumi aka, and please kindly click on the notification bell so ama brand no and political updates be the better channel ni so bia no onso onsa atumi aka na wahwe na afei so asanhwehwe wadwene afei yembo wa yensim ne fansam do na embrew general mosquito escape esiedu nketia sorry odi nsembi aba beto abonti awatwe say EC entire leadership no ewoso munyina eko Jean Mensa Bosman Asare awose dan kofo ni nyina etimi free EC office wo with immediate effect san say dan kofo we enye nkofo a yede omu ebu oman yetimi ato oba enda me na okase ablekuma not omunya parliamentary candidate sana the same Jean Mensa we wotimi edina sa for parliamentary candidate chese 4 years da sa for no entmenya obi a all present or parliament house na nipa bi say o deserve say oye electoral commissioner na esiedu nketia say danko fo ni nyina the entire leadership o so mu nyina eko with immediate effect esiedu nketia any brabre no ese wani ensese kacho abusua men waste time no ba person ba mi akone akutie ensama eko so na sa na be kono ba show say obe like dwumadi ni share ma onuan so nsa entumi enkabi medamase.
The Electoral Commission, EC, according to him, the current leadership, headed by Mrs. Jean Mensa, is unfit to manage any credible elections in Ghana. I said in Ketia, or chairman of the NDC Wakasa, I say, Mume for an into form. The Electoral Commission, led by Jean Mensa and the Bosman Asaremo, in Penifona Moda EC, anono. I was some of my nibre na ye pamomo. If you say Jumadi de share or Monsano, Sebio Jumadi no omofili. Now, do I side with him? Yes. Your job is simple. What you have to do is organize elections, come out with the results. Then this country gets representatives in parliament. I'm talking about respective constituencies or Ghanaians getting representatives in parliament to do what? Speak for them. Ejuma bako pe edede share Jean Mensa, Bosman Asare, any omomoka who our leadership in insa. More organizing elections, na mo call out results no. Na Ghana, yenya nipa, yebeti omoka, mama kwa junjune Ghana ho, ama omano etumpon. Finished. Yato about 7 months, about 4 to 5 constituencies, omuni representatives. In fact, Oba will be to say, Accra in Potemnibia, omunim adampa ebebo bomo results. Now, if you don't call this a failure, then what should be called failure? Because I don't know what you want to see or what you want to see as somebody has failed at their job. Yamao a simple task. Organize elections, come out to the results, we work. And I don't know. Now, how can it be, say, elections close to 7 months? Some constituencies or results in the Krampono at the end of the day, Menoka say, Yentumi enye the end sanction results. No. Then why are you there as the EC boss? You cannot give me an excuse to say the police are not giving you protection. You cannot give me the excuse to say the military are not coming to your aid. Because the police, they have their job. The military, they have their job. Your job is to find ways and means to organize the elections peacefully, call the elections peacefully, and then all the parliamentary candidates go to parliament to make laws for us. A simple job. Now, I just want to ask a simple question. It's a dear party engineer so I yankas a Jean Mensa, Bossman, and your mom will lead the East, Oma Bong. Because Endamenoka say, Senke ye tuaba, ewo omojuma omayeswa, they will be kicked out. And the yaka say, Yaka say ye tuaba, on Jane Mensah and the leadership or more easy about Obojuma Maye, Yama Muntuaso and I say Yampamomo. 99% of Ghanaians will say Yampamomo. So why are they still there? Why are we still keeping Jane Mensah and Bossman Asaremo? Why are we still keeping them there? As simple. We gave them a simple task. Organize the elections, call the results, and go home and sit. Let us take care of the rest. This is the most easiest thing anybody should do. If you tell me, say you are competent. The reason why your two MPP are buying was because we gave them a task to make sure they accomplish. For 8 years, candidate Japan, Bawumia, Akuffo, MPP as a political party that which formed a government could not deliver. What we were doing every single day as citizens, taxes. Taxes no na Akuffo ne cho. Na Bawumia dam na candidate Japan krono na Brand Champion krono na maka na taxes. For 8 years, I carried Japan in parliament. Taxpayer now over no Otianica for 8 years. Bawumia jacketia for 8 years. Brand Champion jacketia for 8 years. Maka, almost some person the president. Yetia Obiaka from the taxpayers' money. Meaning, because they could not deliver anything at 2024 December. Because they are incompetent. Because they are failed. They could not deliver. Now, it's the same thing applies to the Electoral Commission. Yenyi Electoral Commission as I say omombra menua pano and omombeto pano. Yenyi Jane Mensah and Bossman Asare say omombe penti da ho. Yenyi Bossman Asare and Jane Mensah say omombra no omombe ka den ombeka phone no ho. Ye yomo for a specific job. Ye yomo for a specific job. And that job was to do what? To organize elections. Now, omomaya results. Now, omoya de omunjai maye. Now, ya abano, ya tu abano. Almost 7 months in a year. Easy leadership. They have not been able to come out clearly to tell us to say when the winnie wahana, when the winnie wahana. So why are they still at the easy? This is what Asiedun Ketia, Asama Asiedun Ketia kind of any. All right, let me team. Do you have it for me? My team, they are telling me, say, they are sending it to the system. But I wanted to play the video for you to actually hear what Asiedi Ketia said. I support him because they have failed. They have failed. Send the Akasi Akoto Abawo, Jane Mensah, any Bossman, any Omama Kanso, ECI. They will all be sad. Because at the end of my year, they have failed. It's as simple as that. We don't need to be arguing about this. We need someone you're ready, we need to find a way and sack them. Because I public servant, we are not supposed to. You're not public servant. Jumana when to me, Sibia, you to be pump teacher kojo. You see, when to me I heading, when to me I'm for failure some task, no. Sana also to be pump Jane Mensah.
I mean, talking about that, we mentioned Parliament. It just reminded me that we still have a Blake-Manov that is outstanding.
Yeah.
That must be something that must be on your top list of concerns. That 6 months on election after the election, we still don't have an elected member of Parliament. Well, what are you doing about it as a chairman?
We are having a wrong election management body in place, and so that is a subject of reset in future.
Resetting the EC.
Sure.
What does that mean?
It means that bringing it back into an institution that is fit for purpose. The way it is existing now, it's not fit for purpose. Because you cannot have, with all the laws that we have, you cannot still be having an election that will go into a stalemate. There is no anticipation of any stalemate in elections in any of our laws, unless people don't want to do their work well. And so it's a clear case of, negligence or inability to perform its functions. So it's a good reason why the Electoral Commission needs to be reset. And that is not the only issue. Remember, 4 years ago, there was the issue of SAL. A whole constituency went unrepresented for 4 years. And then, so when this commission, as presently constituted, took over the reins of the Electoral Commission, they have never done an election that is satisfactory. These 2 major elections, the first one constituency went unrepresented for 4 years, and then their second election is this one. And then with the by-elections, Ayawaso West, Wogon, everything has been removed. So there is overwhelming evidence that this commission is not fit for purpose. And if any serious country we want to maintain this type of electoral commission, then I don't know what the country is about.
So there will be a change at the EC leadership?
There has to be a change.
Dn't must go?
Yes, I think the 3 top leadership must all go.
So that will be the chairperson herself and her 2 deputies.
Yeah.
Dn't, then Boxman Asari, and I believe you've been working, but he's not always in the news.
Tete. They must all go. They have mismanaged the commission so badly.
Their positions, though, are positions protected under the Constitution. They're guaranteed tenure.
But the Constitution has given us the path to remove them, and that is what is happening to the Supreme Court. You may be guaranteed, but there is no position under our Constitution. There is no appointee or state functionary who cannot be removed under this Constitution. There's a procedure of removing the president. There's a procedure of removing Speaker of Parliament. That's why there's a procedure for removing Chief Justice. Everybody has, a way of holding them accountable, because if you make an appointee or a state functionary who is not accountable to anybody, there's no way to hold them to check, then you breed a monster. And so when you look through the Constitution, everybody in the Constitution can be changed. So
and a general Ekano join news no PZ for my minjum. Etikesia Evans Menster Busana say. Say an east no. Oka so mujuma mudino enye juma esweni. Ena I said in Kitcha say yes. Yenya yenim de esiwa. Even the first elections I'm organizing nipa 8 we all because of omujuma manye ni ye. Yenya constituencies are yenya ni pampo moma represent yomo sal of one ade. Yenim de ACC the inconsistencies in the results of the maye. And I ended the ABC, ya to a baby almost 7 months. You know results from some constituencies. So it's clear. Say in conform.
Abusia inti samna mo bi ene ekokuti no na according to Kevin Taylor no che say host na che se wona esiedun ketia twetwen komo no ebusa esiedun ketia say so ade a EC adwumayefo no embra bi ebo mo ho ban tuntimi sore prekope enka se sebi munjo mo adwumanto ho na omonko na we na Kevin Taylor che say da embra na ebo mo ho ban no ye wo mbra wo ho nso ha ye bitimi di impeach omo ende ya anase ende ya president bitima ka se omonje adwuma nto ho na omonko isanse danko fo we kura no omon deserve se de omo bu oman Bosman Asare enene maami ji mensa omon deserve krampo se anketo aba wie ne mpo na ka so mon kasa esese omon kuku nsaka na komo free omo office so na so metima atena wo aba bisi enda de ena omo twanya abusunya Kevin Taylor nsemo de to aso no na nsem no ano ede nti mepese mbami akona kwa akuti Kevin Ekobi Taylor na nsema ode to aso.
They are not up to the job and that they have to be sacked. Now, if as Mr. Busan said, na sanko foi omo ya ban nipa omo dwumadie no ana omo dibre no aban constitution no na bo omo ban. And I said in Kitiaka say you can say dia and ye krom ha yeti obi ani wa se bi aban fa na dwuma yentumi nyinedi. It does not matter emra or wa ebo aban dwuma ni ho ban. embra wo hɔ a ɛwɔ sɛ saa mmara no so etumi ne wudi sɛ wandi adwuma no a sɛnea ɛwɔ sɛ wodi dwuma no. You see, and this brings me to the Chief Justice issue, no. Ana manfo bi emane to say they are saying ketia small okay, amanfo bi ka say ada na ukoyi easy boss no, ada na ukoyi boss man. The issue here is say omo ye adwuma na mo anya ne ye a ada nti na ni say yi omo. Say amo omo adwuma. Na say constitution na me fa constitution na for omo adwuma e na omo to say omo ye adwuma a emra ebo omo ho ban. Na say adwuma na omo ye no so omo nya ne ye a ada nti na yentumi nya mra ensan yi omo firi ho. Because the moment your man Akuffo said they are entitled to something, and that emrabi bo mo ban inti amo mutumi ya mutumi di nkwasi asem de say boss man sorry. Or no oti isiwo a MPP headquarters mano. Otumi ka kire an opposition party say you people are a threat to our democracy. Obi also oye neutral. He could not prove why the NDC is a threat to our democracy. But kwasi started to be bien as an EC boss. Catch the NDC for say they are a threat to our democracy because the NDC are demanding for things that have not been done right. It is such a twerp, cannot be left at the EC telling me say emrebi born ho ban. Na Jimmy way and emra na den be say easy wo. Intina bre I said in Ketia catch and say no. That statement I Akuffo make it say we mu there they are untouchables because emrebi born ho ban. The president to crown out to Hono, he can be impeached. Now, if the president can be impeached, who the hell is Boss Manasari and J. Mensah? So it is not about they being protected by law. It is about their competence. It is about abusing that office. It's about not delivering. It is a Oma nye Jumano send ye penna. I was say you're making sure say Emrano I say you omo free ho. Nobody should start asking those nonsense questions. Where we there? Don't you think say there is a rule, there's a law that protects their office? Nobody's above the law in Ghana. The moment you decide to go for team or Ghana, say position where there, say a fawa, ukoshe shraj, ukoshe Supreme Court, ukoshe Isia, you was specific imrebia bon hobain into betmatna ho Jimmy. Across for a very long time, some people have taken advantage of the day in the system. Jen Mensah bossman omo top one, they need to be sacked. It's obvious. We don't have to debate about this. Because the question here is a dear partner Jen Mensah bossman monye mahus omo faili. Unless all that you have stated, all the things you have witnessed under their leadership, you don't see it as failure. And as I was saying, the corrupt, why didn't you? Because and also bibedi is na oba no elections now about 60 constituencies enya MPA. We will not say that person has not failed, because if that is the comparison we are going to make today, say Dn't says Boss Manasari any J men somebody have failed. They have failed. So one constituency crumple yentumi and call election no ama constituency no who omo MPA. That institution that has been tasked to do that job, they have failed. Into J Mensah bossman, the leadership of the East, they need to go. And I support us here, they need to be sacked. They need to be fired. This is not politics. This is competence. These are people who could not deliver. It is not about the law or the laws they work with or whatever is protecting them. It is about delivery. Have they been able to deliver? We gave them a job to do. Have they done it? How can somebody be living in Ghana? How can somebody be living in Ghana, pay taxes every single day, a buying channel, or a business owner, or a small business owner, every day you jinichi or tiatuo, na sa nipano. We are jit with tiatuo na oni obi ojina parliament kasamano. Na nipa osa nkwohwe eme to sa nipa so aba e de ko parliament no we ntumi anhwe me anya o ka chem say EC boss no we should keep the EC boss the same nkwasiasem na Mesias see the Akuffo file me closing wo system no so it takes so long to find the Akuffo's file and can me bo na kire nentam na odi na entam kese na odi no na Akufo o twa ntrofo ke monkai we.
My goal is to provide strong leadership and help build a prosperous society which creates opportunities for all its citizens, rewards creativity and enterprise, honesty and hard work. A society where there's discipline and fairness, where people go about their lives in a free and responsible manner. A society where there are safety nets for the vulnerable and decent retirement for the elderly. An open society protected by well-resourced and motivated security services, and where the rule of law works. For this to happen, Ghana needs effective leadership. Leadership which is honest, competent, and determined to deliver. A leadership of conviction, one committed to fighting corruption and dedicated to the welfare and well-being of the Ghanaian. I am determined to fight corruption aggressively, and I can do so because I'm not corrupt, have never been corrupt, and will demand the same of my team. I want to build a Ghana where the National Health Insurance Scheme will work once again, like it did under President J. Akuffo. I want to build a Ghana where sound economic policies will lead to a rise in business confidence, where Ghanaians are gainfully employed in professions they value, that pay them well, where our youth thrive and grow in confidence, and where the current fears of parents change into prospects of great hopes. I want to build a Ghana with a well-educated and skilled workforce, able to compete.
Onkan onim do wa bodam no keka ni nyina ya trama no wa sese we mia owi na baka jam so lawyer akwa we mia na obegina obeji so we onim nyansa o my people and this country the onkan no ya tro mo jimia ma no kura okodo wi wo UK dia pamo no era de jango okpo bibio akwa we Oba also a lawyer, mo hear the picture Kukuba acquired and Nisa watch. Or catch say Akuffo at the time or argue or court in the picture ni sign people for we own. Or see a nyama money di omi sobolo. E go forward. I'll send you chom near them to tables, ni chomuchi. Akwa we Akuffo ado. Oba catch say, oh si bi okasano, na yet Ghana na nkofo we. Omuni madia papa ne papa mo kai ne papa and yet the baby enum eh we mdum nyansa we wa be papa so a lawyer human rights lawyer mu sociology ai obia sociology obia ko tech obia ko legal bia political science law mu political science human rights lawyer ai asama ba ko basam o ga sam kase yi kevin la dia asama ba ai law mu political science no obia ko legal bia political science obia wa bon bia lawyer bia human rights lawyer. I wait, human rights lawyer. Sign out to France, could their brothers, Okosia, French, Kwasia Sabonkwa, or Numri. On ya a free akoto. Acquired himself Mickey Mouse no. Oko Jubilee Adomumi asama bottom. Near Tigane, yes, so some Kwasia some way so near Tigan Aquawe or Paradino was your Nimansa Aquawe.
Fellow Ghanaians, once again, good evening. Today is the 6th time I'm coming into your homes since we began our collective effort to combat the coronavirus pandemic and to implement measures aimed at containing and defeating it. I have, first of all, to tell you how proud and privileged I am to be your president, not just to fight for you, but also to fight with you, and to help shepherd our country out of this crisis. I said in my last address, the government's policy in this entire drama will be largely driven by science. We will, as much as possible, be guided by the data, with our focus on the 3 T's, that is tracing, testing, and treatment.
The 3 T's. Onimbi bia. See Jimmy. Hey, 10 gram no. Show boy no. Ya tura man one no man wa begina ho. Mo Jimmy amano. O chika kra ma jankroma no atwe no de mak mikmail. O ma twitwum. Say no mo tie MPP for. Akwa we kan French nyina kire Akuffo ado. Me say owen. Akuffo at a point. Oni e kaso gara no ka French. Akuffo ado. O tumi kan no ka French nyina.
Fellow Ghanaians, as the French would say, l'argent n'aime pas le bruit. To wit, money does not like noise. Sika mpe dede.
Alright, abusua nti kyese we ne nsema ekọ so all political highway ni so kyese General Mosquito esenu nketia wo twese eye EC entire leadership no omunja omunkugu saka enguwo no omunko NDC amayuko no entimi ene omunya adwuma esan se omoye manbofo yija omo ne yakaso omunya adwuma wanhwa constituencies a omo be deny omo parliamentary candidate no enye constituencies ketua anti chese busua ensema ekoso highway ni so no na ensem no anu ede chese Kevin Taylor so sade to aso a kaikalization obobo na nado no amko Akuffo Addo ne neoma okeka ne promises fake promises are o make you went me and for fail ba akokora busua a chese ensema ekoso highway ni so no na enye nsem kuma madam asena me dem asia samoje pene emi ekoti ensema ekoso all political highway ni so aha POG Media madam asena